Ooh, some nice buildings in here. Nice old homes. Oh, yes. Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I'm Dan. I'm exploring the whole world city by city as seen through Google Maps and Google Street View. And today I'm back in Canada, up in Nova Scotia, visiting the city of Halifax. Just in off the Atlantic Ocean here. Pretty interesting old place. I'm excited to check this out. Right across the way from Dartmouth, which I'll probably save for a future video. So we'll just stick to Halifax today. Plenty to see here. Look at this Citadel up there. Lots of great stuff to check out. Let's drop right into one of these, what looks like a downtown street, and go from there. Okay, we are on the ground here. Just taking in the sights. Nice bright day out here. Some older buildings on our right. And some newer stuff kind of all around. Couple people out and about. Looks like a really great day. Let's move down here. A nice park right away. Great old building in there. Wonder what that was way back. Oh, here's one of these. This is a duck tour vehicle. If you have those in your city. I know I have in ours. Lovely building here on the left. Beautiful design work. That's really nice. And more generic building here on the left. This is a pretty good sized town, about just over 400,000 people here. So pretty in there. It appears like it's open to the public. You can walk around there. I certainly would wander in there, I'm sure, if I came to town and pass by. Some new construction going up, and there's a lovely new place going in there. So you love seeing that. Definitely growing, all kinds of new stuff I see. Lots of blue glass. That's the trendy look, the glass wall. I got no problem with it. This is a great old, looks like a church here. Wood clad. It's got a good look to it. This is a nice section here. Little shops, Mary's African Cuisine. Nice, a flower shop, art zone. This is all kind of good stuff. Very inviting. Families out and about. Speed fines doubled. Yeah, gotta be careful about that. Little shops all around in this area. Love this. You can really sense this is like the old main street, or one of the old main streets here. Has very much the look of, the early 1900s, late 1800s even. Beautiful. Really nice storefronts. People have been living in this area going way back. The First Nations were here many hundreds, maybe thousands of years before the Europeans landed back in the 1500s and the 1400s, in that time frame. Just enjoying these views here. Oh, a little curvy place going up in there. That's kind of fun. Nice views out there, I'm sure. Got some rainbow crosswalk here. And a Starbucks. Oh, all kinds of wonderful streets here. This is so, I don't know. So pretty. Taipan Express. Love this road here. Feels almost like a pedestrian-only road, but obviously it is open to at least some amount of traffic. The Pint. Oh, that looks like my kind of place. Bitter End. Yeah, probably that one too. Blue Apples. Oh man, this building could use a little help. See, we're looking at 2019. We can go all the way back to 2009. Place was looking a little bit better back then. Paper Chase. I wonder if they survived. I'm afraid not. I always like being able to do that. Get a little sense of how a town changes. It'll be really amazing to do that in another 10 or 20 years. Really just see a town evolving, hopefully for the better. These streets are so cool in here. I am really enjoying just all that there is to check out here. Looks very welcoming. Big church on the right there. Interesting. So back to its history, the first European settlements in the region it wasn't until 1749 that it was kind of permanently settled. Great building back there by the British. And that immediately triggered a conflict, a war, called Father Le Loutre's War. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Architectural, technical college. So lively, so many people out and about here. Everyone just enjoying these. It must be a summer day here. Anyway, so by the British, wow, this is cool. By the British landing, and it wasn't just like, so basically, the gentleman named Edward Cornwallis landed with 13 transports in 1749, and that broke all the treaties that had been made prior between, I think, the French and the native indigenous people, the Mi'kmaq, who were the First Nations here. And they were not cool with that. It almost immediately outnumbered them, I think. There's a few thousand of them that landed. And the French, along with the Acadians and the Mi'kmaq, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, they immediately kind of started attacking the British who had landed in some of it guerrilla warfare style, from what I read. It's a pretty fascinating Wikipedia page I was reading about it. I was totally unfamiliar with this conflict. Sweet Janes. All right, a little cute stuff. Atlantic News. Okay. This is all so pretty in here. I love the Okay, maybe the ivy's just getting a little out of hand. I was going to say I love it, but that might be just a little much. Let's jump back to 2012. That ivy's, no matter what year you go to, the ivy is just crushing it. Maybe a little much. But I do like the ivy. This is a great building here, 1877. Really strong shape to that. Wonder what that was originally. Might be some signage out there. There's a graveyard on the right. Let's pop up. Tell you what. Oh, interesting old graveyard there. Let us pull up here, get a little sense of this. So here it is. North is to the right there. Pretty good sized skyline. Definitely. Hampton Inn. Big cruise ship out here. Several cruise ships. Look at that. So you can probably take those ships out anywhere. Great island here. George's Island. Clearly fortified at one point. I guess arguably still fortified. Casino, Nova Scotia. Well, so much to see here. So much to take in. There's clearly some military ships up here. Let's drive along kind of the waterway, maybe. One of these roads going along here. Just get in some fresh views. All right, hotels, that kind of thing. There's the downtown behind us. Big bridge going over there. Just cruise along here. Oh, parking. Not that exciting. This ducky tour is just going everywhere we go. There you can see it's about to pull into the water. I think those are all old military vehicles from, I don't know, Korea, Vietnam, something like that have been turned into these tour boats well, I guess tour boat / tour vehicle. Oh yeah, definitely some military. The Navy is here. Interesting. We'll just kind of keep wandering up this way. Some newer apartments went up in here. Great views of the water, I'm sure. Anyways, back to that skirmish, or again, it's called a war. I would definitely recommend checking out that Wikipedia page. It's pretty interesting. The British were ultimately victorious after 6 years of it seemed like almost total war. It was describing it as, and a lot of people suffered and died. Big places there, and lots of nice single-family homes. Well, maybe. Oh, I guess these are all apartments along there. Big old bridge up on the right ahead. Tell you what, let's go pop over on there. Let's check this out. The Angus L. MacDonald Bridge. Usually I look up some stats on the bridges. I'm a fan of bridges, if you can be a fan. I am. But I neglected to read much about this one. Pretty good sized one though, for sure. Goodness, we are high up. It's quite a span. I should have looked up the stats. Sorry about that. Very nice. Looks to be in great shape. Freshly painted, maybe. Here's back to a view where we just were. Those buildings. Interesting. Well, let's keep cruising over this bridge, heading into another part of town. Well, we just kind of jumped off the bridge there, but still works. We'll head up this way. While I have your attention, I'd encourage you to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you really want to support me, you could join my Patreon page. The price now is just $1. $1 a month, and you get all the benefits, which is bonus tours, and I don't know, special interaction maybe. And at some point I'm going to be moving voting on upcoming videos there. Still haven't done that, but it'll happen in time. Lovely renovation going on here. Tell you what, let's jump back in time. Oh, okay. Looks like it was a church. Maybe maybe just fixing it up, or maybe they're converting it into a residence. That happens sometimes. It's cool to see. Either way, looks like they're doing a good job. Yeah, check out my Patreon, $1 a month. And if you can't afford that, I do understand. Just give me a subscribe. I'd take that. Tell you what, I'll take that. Chain Yard. This looks like a good place. Mideast Food Center. Ooh, nice. Middle Eastern grocery, it looks like. I love going into any kind of grocery like that. An Asian grocery, Middle Eastern grocery. There's an Indian one I've been in a couple times where I live. Get some really good stuff. Nice places around here. Nice work being done. A lot of, pride of ownership, I think they call that. Just everyone seems to be really caring about what the neighborhood looks like and what their home looks like. At least from what I've seen so far. Seems pretty nice. Audio place. We'll take a left here. Brookside Bliss Salon. I've never made it up this far. I think maybe, tell you what, I think maybe I was in Nova Scotia as a kid, but I don't know if we got to Halifax. I don't think so. If we did, I was quite little. I don't recall. Let's pop up. Let us pop up. I'm just getting lost over there. All right, so we're back over in this part. Let's check out some more. Oh, here's the university. Dalhousie University. This was founded back in 1818, I read. It's got 19,000 students. Pretty good size. Nice campus. Maybe we'll kind of go by that a little bit, and then we'll take a right into one of these neighborhoods, okay? Oh yeah, there's a football field. Various classes, school buildings. Ooh, some nice buildings in here. Nice old homes. Oh, yes. Very nice places. Well cared for, tree-lined, nice sidewalk, setback. It's got it all. Each home looks different than the next. Gotta love that. A number of them have garages and so forth. Off-street parking. All very nice. Love these trees. Goodness, I'm ready for spring, I'll tell you what. Recording this in mid-March, and the trees are still bare where I live. Very much ready for that green. Beautiful neighborhood in here. This must be really desirable, I'm sure. Here's an empty lot. Could build a house. Well, looks like maybe somebody... Huh. Maybe a house was torn down. I'm not sure. That was weird. Looked like there's a foundation going in back in 2012 and then suddenly not. Couldn't tell you. This is all so nice in here. I love going for like long walks in neighborhoods that look like this. It's a great trick-or-treating. If you trick-or-treat, this is a good trick-or-treating neighborhood, I promise you. I can almost promise you. Very nice. Let's pop up again. Wow. Yeah, real pretty in there, right by the university too. I'm sure that's super desirable. Why don't we head down here to the point real quick? Naval Memorial. See if we can get a view down by the water. Oh yeah. Very peaceful. Can slowly inch along this path here. Here's that Naval Memorial. Interesting. Some wreaths out there. Must have just been celebrating some event. This guy just chilling out there. Soaking in the sun. Now, one of the things that the city is most infamous for, and if you've heard the name of Halifax, you might have been like, where have I heard that? It might have been from its darkest day, which was back in December 6th of 1917. And that is when up until that point, the largest man-made explosion occurred right around here. Not far from here. Tell you what, from the map I saw, it looked like it occurred right about here. And two ships, this is back in 1917, a Norwegian ship, the SS Imo, collided with the SS Mont Blanc, which was a Canadian ship that was laden with high explosives, destined for the war effort. Here's the memorial, we'll check that out. Maybe we'll check it out. There it is. Not a great view of it, I think. I think that's it. But the two ships collided, started a fire, which then ultimately exploded, and just 2.9 kilotons of TNT exploded, killing 2,000 people, many of them probably instantly, in a huge blast radius, and injured 9,000. Just horrific. And that's another Wikipedia page. If you're not familiar with that event and you want to read more about it, I would definitely recommend checking out the Halifax Explosion. I think that'd be the page. Maybe it has a different name. Technically. Pretty wild though. There were only like 60,000 people living here at the time. So, 2,000 out of 60, you almost certainly knew somebody who died. Almost certainly. So, real tragedy. And a good lesson, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot was learned from it. I hope. About safety. Just going through some random streets here. This neighborhood, not quite as picturesque as that one we were in earlier. Still really nice though. You know, I don't want to be harshing on it here. Smaller homes though. Still tree-lined, sidewalks. You know, great places. Good number of them have kind of views out to the water there, I think. The waterway. No, this is still a really nice neighborhood. Just smaller homes, that's all. Oop, sorry about that. Interesting. Also, the city is kind of known and associated with the Titanic disaster. Not just to talk about negative things here. Halifax, clearly a beautiful and interesting city, but the darker, sadder moments are worth mentioning, I suppose. But so the Titanic sank a long ways out, but this was basically like the closest port, I guess. So a lot of the survivors and the dead were brought here and to the morgues. And actually, I read that a good number of the dead are buried. So many of the people who died in the Titanic are buried right here in Halifax, which is interesting. I didn't realize that. DQ, giant tiger. Interesting. The grocery store I go to is the Giant Eagle. This is the Giant Tiger. I don't know where these names come from. Apartment building there. Big cranes up here on the left. Something going in. Love seeing all this construction. Really seems like a lot is happening here. Nice looking bar back there. I read that there's 200 restaurants and bars in this city. So no excuse. If you come here and can't find something to eat or drink, you're crazy. There's plenty to see and do here. Let's pop up again. Let us pop up. Interesting. Oh yeah, there's 3 cruise ships. A lot of cruises leaving here, clearly. Let's check out this Halifax Citadel historic site. Found in 1749. Okay. Interesting. So this would have been, I assume, related to Cornwallis. I didn't read much about this history either this time. Sorry about that. Impressive fort here, though. Goodness. What a complex. No wonder they were victorious, I guess. This is very impressive. Really well preserved, too. Now, I'm not sure to what extent all of this is original, but I'd say the stone here sure looks original. Very neat. Ooh, this is weird. Can go through alleyways. Really getting lost back in here. Some old carriage-style vehicle there. Oh, I think this is a guard, changing the guard maybe. That kind of thing. Really neat. Certainly a place I would check out. Looks like it's in terrific condition here. I mean, it looks pristine. What a space. Good for them for preserving this. Down here's the Halifax, the old town clock. Neat. This was finished back in 1803. Still using its original mechanism. Wow. I guess the clock's up there somewhere. People just hanging out here. I'm sure this view has really dramatically changed over its lifetime. 1803. Goodness, seen a lot. Scotiabank Center. Looks like a sports complex. Maybe. Or convention center, I'm not quite sure. Let's get another view of this clock. Oh, there you go. I like that view. Yeah, 1803, look at that. Still using the old mechanism, still operating. I'm sure it's been worked on many a time. But apparently it chimes on the hour. And maybe the quarter hour? Or maybe just the hour, I'm not quite sure. Great buildings all through here. Lots of unique designs. I really appreciate seeing all that. Not going to be able to see it all though, I'm afraid. But I am very much enjoying what I have seen. Interesting. Great. Whoa. Alright, let's not breeze by this building here too fast. This was neat. Fantastic. Now what is it? I don't know. No signage. Lovely place though. The auction house. Established 1823. I wonder if it was originally... Well, I gotta guess it was an auction house. This looks like a really nice place here. It's a restaurant here with this glass roof. Oh, this is all, take your date here. Little Fish Oyster Bar, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So much good stuff here. All these restaurants, all these buildings. I love all of it. Really, they came on a good day or a good week or whatever. I don't know how long it takes to shoot a city like this. But you can tell just a lot of people are out and about. Many of the days bright and sunny. Now, as soon as I said that, it turned gray here. But either way, fantastic old brick place here. Love it. Okay, we're up on that street now. This is great. What a grand place. Alright, one or two more places and I'm going to have to call it a day. What else should I see? If you live in Halifax and I missed some of your favorite places, which seems quite likely, do let me know in the comments and I'll come back and check it out. I always do. Let's go down South Park Street. Another beautiful street. Somebody moving in, it looks like. Really sunny day today. Mixture of single-family homes, apartment buildings, that kind of thing. Looks very, very livable. Just, I don't know, extremely appealing. To me, at least. Nice old graveyard there. Some tall places, too. Interesting. The tallest building is the Fenwick Tower, I read. Built back in 1971. Not sure if we've blown by there. I'm sure it's one of these in here. Gotta think. Not quite sure. Let's see, what else should we go to? One more place. Let's go up north here a little bit. I know we didn't see much of anything up here. Let's go through... Well, I guess we saw a little bit over there. Random street here. More great homes. I have seen so many wonderful homes on this tour. Sometimes I get stuck in these tours. I feel like I only see the business district or I'm only checking out historic sites, but this one I feel like I just keep running into amazing neighborhoods. Again, which makes me think just super livable. I don't think I've hardly seen a house I wouldn't be happy living in. You know? They all look really nice. Pretty town. Let me know also, if you're up in Canada, what are some other cities you think I might enjoy checking out? I've seen a few places. A few really random small places. And a couple larger ones as well. Chevy there. All right. That was wonderful. Really enjoyed that. Would love to visit someday. Certainly. For now, though, I'm going to add to my map. If you enjoyed this, check out some of my other tours. Been all over the world. Gotta be around 150 tours at this point. Haven't counted lately. But let's see. Each of these dots represent places I've been. And now Halifax is on the map. Lovely. All right. Till next time.